Here we have for sale our one owner from new 2018 on a 68 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 290 model, meaning it's got a 2.9 tonne gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2 litre Eco Blue diesel engine producing 170 PS. This is the L2 or long wheelbase sport van finished in the fantastic metallic magnetic grey. This one's got the 6-speed manual gearbox. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom Sport of this age, and we'll also have a really close look at the condition of this particular example and also talk through what's been done to it during our preparation. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are 2 doors which open like so. On a Sport, very much the same as a Limited, you get a number of elements which come colour coded. That includes the door handles all around, mouldings down the side here which also come color coded in the body color, the bumpers, so the rear bumper here, also the front bumper as well, and the wing mirror caps, all done in the metallic magnetic grey. And as you can see, it just sets the vehicle off very, very nicely indeed. Looking at the rear doors then, looking at the condition, I'll have a close look here. Hopefully the camera is conveying this accurately, but it's looking really, really smart indeed. The door handle is looking very nice just there. If we look a bit lower down, I can see some tiny little touch-ins just here where the 2 doors meet. Also a little touch-in, if you look above my finger just there, a little touching there and just there also. But otherwise, looking very, very clean and tidy. One of the bits of spec as well while we're down here, on a Sport, all Sports come with a reversing camera, and this is where they're located on this year, and that is just a really nice feature. You also do get parking sensors front and rear. That comes completely as standard. In terms of condition here, the rear bumper, we always look for these sort of painted areas here. These can often have marks on, but as you can see on this van, looking very, very smart. One thing which has been added here then on this van is a rear spoiler, and that just sets it off quite nicely, ties in with some of the other trims around the vehicle as well. I can see a tiny little mark just up there, possibly a little touch-in or slight little blemish there, and some tiny little marks just here as well underneath, sort of in the shadow of the rear spoiler just there. So if I open up the rear doors then, we can start to have a look inside the back of the van. So you can immediately see we've got brand new ply lining here. If you pull on this little yellow arm, that allows you to open the door right out to its full 180-degree position. You can do exactly the same with the other door as well. That then gives you maximum accessibility into the back of the van, and as I say, this shows you then the brand new ply lining which is in the back of you. Unfortunately some dusty footprints there, but all in all looking absolutely spot on in the back of here. Of course you've got the factory fitted bulkhead there as well, which can be removed. They are just bolted in around the outside, so you can take that out if you want to, but the idea of the ply lining is to protect the van. So if you've got cargo moving around in the back of here, it's not going to cause a nasty outward dent in the side of your nice new Transit Custom Sport. You've got plenty of tie-down points, as you can see they're dotted around the outside or around the lower part of the van to enable you to tie some cargo down. But having a look here at the painted areas, again, these are the sorts of areas that we like to pay close attention to, and you can see they're looking very, very nice indeed. Our ply liner always does full rear door coverage on the rear barn doors of a Transit Custom, again just offering you maximum protection there. And you can also see another nice little feature here. This one has got LED load lights as well. Makes a big, big difference in lower light conditions compared to standard lights you'd get on, as I say, more of a standard van. Moving then around to the driver's side of the vehicle, and this is where we again like to have a look in the reflections down the side of the van. So if we're looking at basically those 2 Transit Customs there, looking at the reflections of those in the side of the van, we're looking for any ripples or dents or anything like that, and you can see you've got a nice clear reflection of those 2 vans just there. So that's always a little tip basically of what we're looking for. So if you say that reflection of that van there, if there was a big ripple up here and it was all looking distorted, that would tell you there's some dents, but you can see that as we move backwards and forwards, it's nice and clear on both of those vans. Having a look for any, again, marks or stone chips or anything like that, there's not a huge amount to fault it on, if we're being honest. It's looking really, really nice. As I say, a nice glossy finish to the paintwork. Something which has been changed on this particular vehicle, so this one has got a really, really popular set of wheels for us. This is the Caliber T-Sport 20-inch wheel finished in gunmetal grey. These are fully load rated with load rated tyres. We fit these on a lot of our Transit customs that we modify and put into stock, and I just think they set the vehicle off very, very nicely. I really like the grey and the grey, not so much as a contrast, but as a sort of a match. I think it just looks really, really nice indeed. Now on a Sport, you get a lot of body styling, which comes completely as standard. So this rear bumper corner here is different. So you can see there's a different design here to that rear bumper corner, giving you a bit of a flare here to the bottom. And then they also add some wheel arch extensions on here as well, and that just ties in really, really nicely with that rear bumper corner. There's also a nice set of black sidebars on the van just there as well. Just catching my eye there, I can see a tiny little touch in just there, again just above my finger. It gives you a comparison of size there, but all in all looking absolutely gorgeous. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside the cab here. So having a look at the condition of the step, the driver's door card, a couple of sort of superficial hairline marks here just to the plastic, like in the pocket just there, but all in all looking very nice. Up on top of the driver's door then we have electric windows, electric folding mirrors. That's how those operate there, just by pulling on that dial back towards you like so, and that allows them to fold in and out. You've got auto activated lights and auto activated wipers. 2 full remote keys come with this particular van. Leather multifunctioning steering wheel, a little bit of wear to the top of the steering wheel there, but certainly very much consistent with its age and mileage. On the left hand side then you've got your cruise control settings just there, and underneath that your volume for the radio. On the right hand side then your onboard computer controls, and you can also answer and hang up the phone just there as well. Looking into the centre then, having a look at the dashboard. Of course the vehicle is running at the moment, so you can see it's idling nicely. There's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. And if we look in the screen just here, which the Sports come with this slightly larger screen in the centre, you can see then the mileage in the top left, 46,772.7 miles recorded. Up on top of the dashboard then, plenty of easy to access storage. You've got a 12-volt socket just there and a USB port as well. Another feature of the Sport is they do come with this half leather trim interior. So you can see the bolsters, this front part of the seat here, the sides, the armrest, all done in leather, with the center part done in cloth. So it's just a nice little feature, a nice little upgrade on the Sport model as opposed to the Limited. Height adjustability here of the driver's seat, and this is height adjustability of the front of the seat there, what they call thigh adjustment. You have got, as I say, that armrest which is on a ratchet, so you can set that to your desired height. Underneath the handbrake, this one has got the 230-volt 3-pin socket. So if I pull that up there, you can just see, I don't know if you can just see, it's not going to focus probably because I'm not in the center of the screen, but you can see there's a 3-pin socket just there underneath the handbrake, and I say that is 230-volt. In the center then you've got the fold down work tray, a couple of cup holders there, and somewhere to store your paperwork as well. If we look on the left hand stalk, you can see that this one has got the lane departure assist, or lane departure warning, so it will warn you if it recognizes that you're fading out of your lane on the motorway, and you can sort of turn that on or off, I believe, there using that stalk. 6-speed manual gearbox to go along that 170 brake horsepower engine, so plenty of power from the Transit Custom Sport. Nice little hidden cup holder just down there as well. If we look into the centre then, we can see that we've got air conditioning, heated wing mirrors, heated seats and a heated windscreen. All of that comes completely as standard. If we look at the screen here then, we've got the fantastic Sync 3 screen, which is one of the main selling points for the Transit Custom. Reason being, this gives you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto completely as standard. You can also connect your phone to this via Bluetooth if you want to, and you can see up there you have got DAB radio. If you put the vehicle into reverse, that is where your reversing camera is going to be displayed. USB port and a 12-volt socket just there as well. We'll continue to go around the outside of the video. I don't want to keep you for too long here, but I want to, of course, go through this thoroughly and show you everything that I can see. Moving then around to the front, that front wing is looking very nice. Looking at the front bumper, tiny little hairline mark just there above my finger. A couple of stone chips, but nothing severe at all. I'd say very much consistent with its age and mileage, like this one just down there. And probably the most severe is this one just here below the light. Again, you can just see that above my finger, again giving you a comparison of size. Has been touched in, but I'd say that's probably the most severe on the van. Looking at the bonnet is in lovely order. one or two maybe tiny stone chips, but that is looking really, really clean and tidy. This one has had the grille changed, so it's like a Ford Trail style grill. That's not a Ford Trail grill, but it's in that style with that big Ford lettering there on the front. I think that totally changes the look of the front end of the van. As I mentioned a bit earlier, you do get front parking sensors as well as rear parking sensors. The Sport does actually come with this a different lower part of the front bumper, so there's a bit of styling here, and this lower grille is different from the Limited model. Just as I say, giving it a bit more styling, and you can see there how that nicely molds then into those wheel arch extensions as well. This gives you another look then, nice angle there of those fantastic alloy wheels. Looking then down the driver's side of the vehicle, and again just looking in those reflections, you can just see how clean and tidy that is looking down the side of the vehicle. If I open up the side loading door, then we can start to have a look from this side here. Gives you a closer look at the condition of the bulkhead. You have of course got the load through hatch here, so you can pick this up. That actually clips in place there via a magnet on the bulkhead, and that allows you to load right the way through underneath the passenger seating. And say, it gives you another look then at the load space, that fantastic ply lining. Opening up the passenger door then, having a look inside the cab here. Again, similar to the driver's door, a couple of sort of surface scratches here to the plastic, and just low down here as well. Step is in lovely order. If I move this out of the way, you can see the condition of the floor, and also the seats from this angle as well. You can pick these up, and gives you some storage then underneath the passenger seats. And again, this just shows the attention to detail that our guys do. It's as clean under here as it is anywhere else on the van. They do such a fantastic job when it comes to preparing them. Looking at the dashboard then from this side, all in lovely, lovely order. Just trying to see if there's anything I can point out here on this side of the van. But yeah, as I say, all in all, looking absolutely gorgeous. So just to summarize then, this is a one owner from new Ford Transit Custom Sport. This is 2018 on a 68 plate, so the latter part of 2018 this would have been registered. 170 PS, which is roughly 170 brake horsepower, produced from that 2-litre EcoBlue diesel engine with a 6-speed manual gearbox. This is the L2 long wheelbase, finished in the fantastic metallic magnetic grey. During our preparation, this vehicle has been right through the workshop for a full service and a fresh MOT as well. So a clean bill of health, and as I say, you've got brand new wheels and tyres, so you don't need to worry about any curbing marks or wear to those tyres at all either. Brand new ply lining in the back, all the usual fantastic sport trimmings, and we've got this advertised at an extremely competitive price as well. If you would like to see that full advert where we've got the price, the photography and the description of the vehicle, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. There's a number of ways you can contact us, but by all means give us a call on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom left hand side of the sign. We can take cars or vans in part exchange. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, whether that be for private individuals or for limited companies. And we can also deliver our vehicles nationwide as well. Thank you very much for watching.